everyone, welcome back to the B-Movie Bunker. Today we're looking at the 1977 animated film Wizards, brought to us by Ralph Bakshi, legend of animation. Some would say, I would say, some people wouldn't. Wizards is the story of, you have Avatar, the wizard, and his brother Black Wolf. Black Wolf, when you name your child Black Wolf, they're going to become a bad guy, so of course he's the bad guy. Black Wolf is the bad guy, and he wants to destroy everything and conquer everything, and he motivates his troops of mutants in this post-apocalyptic magical world by showing them Nazi propaganda films, which motivates them to go to battle and to kill and to do bad things with rotoscoping. The animation in this one is not great. It really is... it seems rushed and sloppily made at times. The rotoscoping, I mean, I like rotoscoping to a point, so I mean, that's fine. The story itself is a little jumpy here and there, but I mean, it's the classic good guy versus the bad guy. You have Avatar the Wizard, along with Eleanor, who barely wears clothes, and Weehawk, who is an elf dude who likes to yell a lot and has a very deep voice for an elf. You wouldn't normally expect that from an elf. He sounds more like, you know, like a young dwarf. But it's flawed in like I said, in ways. The animation is not that great at times. I mean, sometimes it's actually, I would say, downright bad at times. It just the backgrounds, you know, it's like cheaply made at times. It seems like they just didn't put the effort behind it. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's kind of like the History Channel made a Dungeons and Dragons movie. Because you've got all this Nazi propaganda stuff, and you've got the wizarding stuff, and obviously they were working on some kind of really constrained budget, so they can only do so much. You know, it's like you watch those History Channel shows when they're like, and the battle at this, you know, in Gettysburg, and they like 12 dudes in costumes. There was more than 12 guys in Gettysburg, but you have a budget that you have to stay within this budget. So, I like the movie. It's one that I watched when I was younger, and it fed into my own D&D and my own fantasy literature, you know, fetish that I had and still have. I mean, I still gobble this stuff up. I still play my Dungeons and Dragons because I'm that kind of a nerd, unashamedly so. And it just, you know, it kind of feeds into that. I mean, and it, in a way, it kind of has the feeling of some of the old D&D modules where they didn't make a lot of sense. And at times, you know, just kind of this, you want to get from point A to point B. Point A is where you start, point B is the bad guy, and you have the, you know, the little spots in between where you occasionally fight a bad guy here or there, some minion of some sort. So, and that's kind of what this is. It's just this simplified, you know, go beat the bad guy type of thing in this world that could have been much more interesting if it was fleshed out more. It really, that's what I wanted there to be, a little bit more fleshed out in the world, I think, would have made this for a much more interesting story. So, that's all I've really got for this one. Until next time, stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.